nice to see everybody. I'm glad we're social distancing right here in home. Please bless this mess. There's an exit sign in emergencies. Let me show y'all. Exit sign. Please exit here. It's emergency only, though. Don't open that door because you're going to let all the rain in. It's been raining, y'all. It's been raining.
Mm-hmm. It was really, really wet today.
And then it's been raining.
I got caught in the rain earlier today.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. It was horrible. My windshield wiper, driving to work this morning to the studio, my windshield wiper flipped out like this, and it was raining like crazy. So I was scared for my life. And so I got pulled over on the side of the road, and then I had to get around. And then I was like, doing mechanical, manly things.
Oh my God, that's so ghetto.
It was a windshield wiper.
As you were driving, did you have the windshield wiper, like your hand out?
It looked
my God.
Superman like this.
Well, if anything was to happen, I'm sure you'd be in great hands because here in Guam, we have some amazing medical workers. Shout outs to all the frontliners. And that's what we're going to talk about today is some medical stories. I wanted to ask, have you guys ever been to, I was going to ask, have you ever been to the clinic? I'm sure you have, but.
It depends on the situation.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to know, have you guys ever been in, the emergency room or anything near that?
Yeah.
So can we talk about that? Let's just talk about that. So you want to start, Kyle?
Okay. So I went to the emergency room a lot growing up because my mom and dad had good insurance. Nowadays, I'll make my kids wait unless their arm's falling off. We don't need to go to the emergency room.
That's right.
But when I was growing up, my parents had really good insurance, so we would go for everything. I'm like, and my mom would be like, "Let's go to the emergency room." So
oh my God!
Right, you go to school with your medical wristband.
Yeah.
Hospital yesterday.
With McDonald's in your hand.
That's it. That's exactly what happened.
Oh my God, that was so sick. So funny. So is that the only experience that you ever had?
No, I think I had a surgery one time. There was this thing with my hip going on.
But you think you had surgery?
I was just always like that, popping hips, popping.
Don't watch out now. It's a family show.
Wow.
I had a surgery. They were gonna put pins in my hips because my hip bones.
No.
Yeah, my hip bones were this, doing crazy legs like that.
Oh.
Your hip bone's connected to your elbow.
Elbow. But no, everything was okay. So I didn't end up having surgery for that. But then I had another surgery because they found a thing, I don't want to say a growth because that's
how many surgeries you had?
I only had one surgery. And then another time I was in the hospital because I was in a car accident. No, 2 times I went to the hospital because I was in a car accident.
You talking about I can't drive?
It wasn't my fault though. Both times weren't my fault. The first time was when I was in America and my family were
driving. Don't put that on the state side, folks. We know how to drive.
We got rammed by a dude. He was drunk, going really fast, and he rammed the back of the van, and the van flipped. And then the catch opened up, and it caused a parachute effect. Because I was wrapped in a sleeping bag. It was in the middle of December. And so I was sucked out, like a big old fat guy flying through the air, zoom, like that.
Like a Balati.
Yeah, dude. That's why I got all these scars and stuff. You guys never noticed? You guys just thought I had
I thought you just had street cred.
No. I got dragged across the street, the freeway, like that.
Oh no.
The whole top of my head was missing skin.
Wow.
Yeah,
You got nothing on your street cred.
I have real street cred. So
wow.
And then the second accident was here in Woostig. When I was crossing Woostig, the guy was turning in, even though it was obviously I was there. So he bombed me, and then we spun around, and I thought I was like that.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what happened to me then.
We gotta plug in his laptop. She about to die. So how about you, Jimmy? Oh my God. First of all, Commander Pat, I'm so grateful that you're here today.
Glad you're not dead.
Word.
Thank goodness you're here. Okay, so Shimmy, how about you? What is your experience in the emergency room? I mean, did you get into some crazy stuff? You gotta tell us, girl. You gotta tell us.
I'm like Kyle. I was always at the hospital. Like I was that child. I was that child. Mom was like, "Gosh, again."
I'd be like, at that point, people thought you were faking it. Maybe like, and did you and that she had last time?
You had a punch card. They were like, times and you get a free order of lumpia.
Yeah, turn up. I was trying to rack up them points. No, so I broke it. I broke my arm. I fractured my ankle. I'm kind of like, so let me tell you how I broke my arm. This is crazy. Okay, so I was like 7 or 8, right? And me and my brother Rodney, we were playing that. You know how like when you put somebody on your feet and you like throw them off like that? Did you ever do that growing up?
Hell no.
Oh, like you lay your body on their feet.
That's called kicking people.
Okay, so anyway,
babies, first of all, Shimmy, babies and like little kids.
So you sit on their feet and they like throw you into the air, right? So anyway, we were doing that and I was coming down and I landed on my arm like this.
Oh.
And my wrist part was shattered. My other part was about to stick through my skin, and then my elbow was like done for, right? So that was my first time I rode in the ambulance. That was crazy. And then I fractured my ankle because I was playing in Blockbuster. Yeah, I'm showing my age here. So I was playing in Blockbuster, running around with my sister, and I like turned a corner and I'm clumsy and I like literally like landed on my ankle flat like that.
Oh. At a Blockbuster.
I told y'all about
Auntie Shimmy. Auntie Shimmy. Huh? And then my most recent, of course, when I had my optical surgery for both eyes, that was crazy. Yeah, so I was always in the hospital.
Yeah, the hospital loves you.
Unlike Kyle, I didn't I could drive.
Pre-order Olympia coming soon for you, girl.
Okay.
What about you, Reese? You ever been in the hospital?
So wild. You guys are wild. I've only been to the hospital, well, as a kid, like maybe once. I think when I was born, blessed. The world was blessed that day. And then the most recent one I would have to say is like about a year ago. I was having some issues with my stomach. It was issues. I can't really go into them because Kyle's already giving me that face like.
Wrap it up.
But like I have to say it was interesting. So I had to sign myself. I only went there because I was supposed to get an X-ray. But Maseha, you got to do the whole thing, right? You got to sign it. They got to check you, see what's up. I think what kind of like surprised me the most was the privacy. So like there's the nurse that you see before you actually go to the doctor at the hospital, right, in the emergency room. And it was the reason why I say that is because, usually the clinic, your parents can go in there, even if you're like 30, your mom's still with you, right? And I'm like 25, whatever. This was when I was like 24. So my mom took me, whatever, and my mom was going to go with me into the room. She's like, oh, Mom, you could just stay outside. We'll be right out. And I was like, oh, okay, Mom. And then she started asking me questions like, you ever done drugs? You ever drank? I was like, oh my God, wow, how do I answer this?
You have to think about how you answer. Do you do drugs?
I hate those kind of questions. Do you drink? What?
What is that? I only drink water. I'm so healthy. That's why I'm here. No, but so there was that, and then so when I got checked by the doctor, like they did some things. I can't go into this because it's crazy. But sorry, I got a notification. Anyway. So like yeah, it was just the experience overall was all right. Like that's it. I never broke a bone in my life, y'all. I'm sorry, I don't got crazy wild stories.
Wow.
I'm like I was born good, born healthy.
Okay, Reese.
So I didn't go to no hospital because my coughing and whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much my hospital story. Gosh, I wanted to talk about a time. Oh, actually, can I just talk about this at the hospital? I was sitting down, and there was this kid. I have my cousin here in the room with me. She knows what I'm talking about. So there was this kid, right? I was sitting down. We're waiting for my papa to get out, or my auntie, I forget who. But we're waiting, and then this kid's just staring at me. He really staring. I was like, I could see him staring. And then he gets up from his seat. He moves to the other side of the room, closer to me. He looks at me, and then he looks at his phone, looks at me, looks at his phone. And then he really get close to me, and he goes, "Is this you? Are you Reese the Beast?" I was like,
that's dope, bro.
He goes, "Oh my God." He like yelled so loud, and I was like, he's like, "Oh my God, oh my God." I was like, "Oh my God, boo, we in the hospital, people crying." And this, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You know, so it was pretty wild. I guess it's the wildest hospital story I got for y'all.
That's dope. You like a celebrity.
Wow. And you were born healthy. You were born good. What did she say?
Wow.
Born good. Okay.
Hey, God bless you in some ways.
Okay, so I gotta say, like, my favorite is so bad to say. Like, at the hospital, you know, when you gotta stay a couple of days or whatever. Yo, it's like 5-star treatment. It's like, "Are you hungry?" I'm like, "Yes." "Are you thirsty? Can we flip your pillow?" I'm like, "Oh, thank you so much." I don't get the kind of treat. I love that kind of treat. I'm like, "Can I have cranberry juice, please?" They're like coming right up. I'm like,
Oh,
my girl.
What hospital did you go to, girl?
What? They don't do that over here. They don't do that over here. That was Memorial Houston Hospital. Hey,
Yeah. We don't do that here.
Oh, okay.
We
gotta hope the best for lunch. Okay.
Yeah. I love hospital food. Can I say that? I love hospital food. I will chow GMH's food all the time. Like, I swear it. There's
the bread in the middle.
Everything. I've eaten hospital food.
I mean,
a lot, like in so many different hospitals. Like if I'm visiting somebody in the hospital and they're eating the food and then they don't like it,
I'm eating
like,
some too.
Yeah, like
oh
my
my
grandma
God, you do
me.
that, and they don't eat the food and you eat it.
Every time Tiara was in the hospital after she gave birth, she would just eat a little bit and then I would eat the rest.
Wow, what a good dad.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
when I'm visiting someone, I'm like, "You gonna eat that?"
I love it. The hospital food is so good. My Uncle Mark, he likes to go to GRMC's cafeteria like just for fun. Like he's not even visiting anybody. Like he just go there like it's a restaurant.
Oh, okay, that is unacceptable.
How romantic.
That is unacceptable.
The cafeteria food is definitely good. At the hospitals, I mean, I think they're great. Like they're really good. They know how to serve it up. And
GMH, like it's very, very inexpensive. Like there's a big cup of soup like this big for like $1.25. Like
first of all, you can go through all that to go to the hospital just to get some soup.
No, at GMH it's easier. At GMH you don't have to like get patted down or check in. You just like walk in and go, and then
you just tell them. What room are you going to, ma'am? Oh no, I'm going to the cafeteria.
Yeah. See.
Oh my God, y'all got this down to a science. That's scary.
Yes. And they got like real good food there, Shim. Like it's like grill. It's not like mush or oatmeal. It's like grilled pork chop, like 3 burgers, barbecue chicken, and red rice.
Well, that's what we're gonna eat at tomorrow.
Payday, wait till payday. We'll go to the hospital.
They gonna turn up at the hospital, bro.
They'll be like, "What are they doing here? We're gonna be cracking up too loud in the hospital."
Bro, we getting our grub on.
And we're gonna go find Reese's boyfriend. The one that was like
the one.
Guys, I should have mentioned earlier. He's like in middle school.
Oh, never mind.
Never mind. We're gonna cancel that right now.
No. But have you guys, with the whole COVID-19 happening and our frontliners being out there, have you guys got to talk to any, or do you know any frontliners personally that you've talked to, maybe friends?
Big Ton's wife is a nurse.
Yes, Big Ton's
wow.
She's actually isn't she one of the nurses that are staying? And that's so one.
She's the one that told me that like they weren't going home. Like some of the nurses weren't going home because they're dealing with the COVID-19.
Yes.
So they didn't want to go home and possibly expose others. So like she didn't see the kids. I don't even know if she's gone home yet. But
no way.
I know at one point that Tony was telling me she hadn't been home in like 2 weeks at that point.
Yeah, my one of my good friends, Ken, his mom is also a nurse, and they called her to deal with to help with COVID patients. She hasn't been home either. Oh my, this is very serious, dogs.
No, I'm laughing at your dog.
No, I'm laughing at. I mean, I'm talking to the dogs too.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. So, his mom is actually one of the nurses as well, and she hasn't been. They haven't seen her as well in a while. So it's so crazy, right? Like, you never. I don't know. I never thought that it'd be to this extreme where family members weren't even coming home. I mean, of course, it's all for the better of everybody, right? To make sure no one gets sick because they're dealing with COVID-19 patients. But it's just like this is like
nobody thought it was gonna be to this magnitude. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And nurses, like, I know we just got done celebrating Nurses Week, but we already said we're gonna make it like a whole month thing, right?
Yeah.
Right.
On Power, we're just gonna say thank you, nurses, because that's the work, boy. Like, if you ever been hospitalized, you know that all the dirty stuff, like all the gross stuff, all the stuff like that.
I'm so grateful to the nurses, even though I never really had to deal with too many of them. I mean, at least at the hospital, right? The clinics, yes, of course. But me and Kyle were actually talking about that. Honestly, I feel like nurses at the clinics are kind of like they ease you into seeing the doctor because you go in, you're kind of nervous to see the doctor, right? For whatever reason, physical. Right. They might tell you you're too fat or too skinny or whatever.
Yeah, I hate when they tell me I'm too skinny. Yeah.
I know. I just
you don't have that problem.
Such a big problem. But like what I love about nurses, not all doctors. Doctors are not really that scary, but it's just like the nurses ease you. You know what I mean? Like when you go in, your vitals rather check you. Ask you how you're feeling. Like they just have that nice they help you.
They reassure you, right?
Yeah, that's the word.
And even I don't mind when the nurse is like. I like that the nurse is in there when the doctor's in there, because I got to know her a little bit or him a little bit, you know what I mean? So it kind of makes the visit a little less stressful.
Yeah. When we're staying overnight with my grandma in the hospital, like nurses for me are like that's like the end, right? Like you can tell if you're having a good stay or a really bad stay, depending on the nurses. Like if the nurses are really, really cool, which they have been, I've never had a bad nurse. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just it makes the whole process a lot less stressful.
They're like, "Hi, Auntie, Mama, Mama,
love it.
Blood pressure, Mama." They're so sweet. Like even when my auntie was in the hospital, they're like, "Hi." They call like they. I like that they get kind of personal. Like some people maybe don't like that, but like they'll be like, "Hi, Auntie Kim. Auntie, how are you? What are you doing?" Oh, I'm having a podcast thing. You need is Molly okay? Oh, don't bring the dogs in here. We got dogs in here, y'all. We got the naughty beeping dogs. No. Anyway, sorry. So back to the nurses. They get so personal, and I like that. And they really. They really, I think, take the time to get to know the patients. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're in there, like, the doctor comes in and sees them, every so often. But the nurses are there with them nightly, checking on them and giving them food. And, when they push the button, they're like, "Yes, how can I help you?" I'm like...
I like the fact that it's like, they're always second, you know what I mean? Even if they're having they're trying to take their lunch or whatever and the patient needs something, they stop what they're doing, just to make sure that the patient's okay, and as I mentioned, I've been in the hospital a couple of times, so I can definitely
just a couple of
times. Not one, two.
Yes.
Don't come for me, Kyle, when we're being serious.
I'm not coming for anybody. I'm just saying thank you, nurses, for all that you do.
Yeah, let's just wrap this up, I guess, with some, thanks to all our nurses and our doctors, everyone out there, frontliners, before this and during this, and especially after this, this whole COVID-19 has been so crazy, and we have, men and women who are trying to save lives and take care of people, COVID-19, who are not able to see their own families. We're just so grateful to have you. Power 98 thanks you, and yeah. That's it. I get emotional, so I try not to get too sentimental because I will just start crying right now.
Oh, Reese, cry. It's okay.
I was just like, and she's like, "You're gonna cry,
girl." I'll leave it with this. Ready?
Oh! That one.
Oh!
Oh, yeah, Shimmy. Yes.
And you don't know. You don't know what button to push.
Yeah, I don't. I'm old. Auntie Shimmy don't know what she's doing.
All right.
And I ain't got my glasses on. Huh?
Oh, okay, well, I know Shimmy's got dinner to eat. Kyle's got dogs to take care of. Reese got some Call of Duty to play.
Oh.
But, you know.
It's actually past Auntie Shimmy bedtime.
Oh, yes, it is already 8:22, baby. Oh, my. Well, sorry for all the WhatsApp notifications that I'm getting. I'm just such a busy girl.
You're so popular.
So popular. Well, I gotta go attend to my many boyfriends, but thank y'all so much for joining on the podcast / Zoom video meeting. It's really awesome. Anything else, y'all?
No, I'm good.
Be blessed to be breezy.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Be blessed.
Oh, I'm calling off Kyle. I'm not coming in tomorrow.
You better come in tomorrow. Shoot.